So I can't really get this into the frame now. It's grown so much in 2 more days. So let's take a look at Rupert, the Sauromatum venosum, and see how he's done over the weekend. So he's grown so tall now that I've had to move him to another room to be able to show you the full size of him. And he's growing at such an incredible rate. So I've just measured him and taken all of the measurements. So if you remember, the height was the height was 380 last video. So 380 millimeters, it's now 570. So it's, I mean, it's just shooting up like you would not believe. It's absolutely crazy. And then in terms of the width across, you know, left to right, not a lot of change there, to be honest with you. So the width has gone, no difference actually. It's about 110, so it isn't shrinking that much more now. And then the other one is the height of the tuber. So, and the tuber is, again, not changed at all. It's still 70 as it was on the last video. So it's really just about this spike, which is, we've established last time that that is the spathe. And we definitely know it's the spathe now. If I just roll this round, you can categorically see it's the spathe, because, I'll just come right around here, you can see that it's actually opening up here. And that runs all the way up here. And inside here is the spadix developing. So yesterday, I think it was, can't see it now, but you could just about see the leopard patterning inside here. I don't want to force it open too much, but you can just see that incredible leopard patterning there. So we won't force it because we don't want to damage it. So this is only a short video, a quick update. It's only a couple of days after we did the last one. So in fact, what date is it? Let's just check. So it is the 8th today. So it's the 8th of January 2024. So there's a couple of points that I definitely wanted to make during this video. So the first thing is down here at the bottom. So Rupert has now decided to put out another spike. So logic dictates that that is the first of the leaves. So that will develop up exactly as the flower spike did, but that will turn into a leaf, I think. I can't believe that it would be another inflorescence, and I've not seen that myself. And the second thing to note, which was pointed out by my good friend Jack Ogg from Yorkgate Garden, is if you peel back the dried up bracts here, so this kind of, you know, these dried up coverings here, like onion skin here, and you look closely, I'll get as close as I can. What we're seeing here, these little growth points all the way around here, well, one, the green, so that's a good sign. That means that there's, you know, there's definitely life there. So green is always good, as you can imagine. But these are actually the roots. So with a tuber, and that's, remember, this is a tuber, which is actually a swollen stem, not part of a root system. So this is a stem that's swollen. And if it was a corm, you'd get a basal plate here and roots coming out of here. Same with a bulb and same with a corm. So this is clearly, all of the aroids are tubers or rhizomatous tubers. So because it's a tuber like that, it gets root growth, out of either the surface or from this basal part here, which is basically just below either the petiole or in this case the peduncle. So this would be a petiole here, which is where the leaf would come, we think. So all around the surface, these little nodules, remember, this is where these extra tubers were. And then there will be lots of little growth points later on. But mostly the chunky roots are all coming out from here. You'll see them all come out from under these sheaths here. And that's really important, because that's the time when we have to say, right, we've grown it enough without soil. And at some point, once these roots start to establish, I'm going to have to plant this. Now, because it's the 8th now, and we're already seeing this amazing spike. Let me move it closer to the background so you can see it. So because this flower spike will be, in a matter of days, we will have this open. And that won't last long then. It's obviously going to go horrendously stinky, as we keep saying. So we're going to get a really nasty aroma in the office just for a couple of days. And I'm going to leave it in here as long as I can, or as long as I can cope with. This will open up, this flower, and then the spadix will be in the middle. And then what we're going to do is, remember, we said we're going to actually sacrifice this for science, and we're going to cut it off here, which I won't do later on in the season. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because on that video, I want to then dissect it and show you what's going on inside. We won't get this one fertilized, the pollinated, should I say, because I don't have to. And really, from a point of view of these videos, I want to show you what's going on inside here, and more importantly, what's going on here. Because this here will be the spathe tube, and this will be the spathe proper. So this is the bit that will be opened up, and this won't open up anywhere near as much. And that's where all the goodies are. That's where all the sexual reproductive parts and the parts of the spadix that contain the male and female flowers. So I'm going to sacrifice him at that point. So stay tuned for that, because that will be it'll be quite horrific to see it. But then we can literally get him under a microscope, that episode, and we can see all of the different parts, you know, in really fine detail. But that's it. That's all I wanted to do, Rupert. So 8th of January 2024, and that's where Rupert is. Not changed a lot in terms of his weight or size, but my gosh, he's changing radically as, you know, the actual look of him. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and if you are, please give us a thumbs up. It does help us to get our videos in front of other people who like this kind of thing. And if you have given us a thumbs up, then why not subscribe to the channel, and you can watch Rupert develop. And we also do lots of videos about other aroid topics, or usually aroid related topics, and also art related topics. So follow along and subscribe to the channel.